Thor has told us before stories about his wife Haley back in the day, jumping into action in several different cases.
It's insane. It's crazy because with my wife, like, she forgets things. She's absent-minded. But when it comes to, like, if something happens, she is
Something goes down?
She's a first responder, dude. Like,
Wow.
it's crazy. She gave a guy CPR at a Vons, saved his life, and then just walked away.
Huh.
Like, it's crazy.
Was she barefoot at the time, though?
Maybe.
She forgot her shoes.
Somebody got hit by.
Shoes.
Remember when somebody got hit by a
Right.
car in
Yes.
front of my house and
Yeah.
died?
Yeah.
My wife was the one like trying
First
to
on
revive
scene.
him first on the scene, and I was like all freaked out.
You didn't
want
even
to
leave the
house.
Well, I guess my wife is kind of similar to Thor's wife because she became a first responder yesterday.
Really?
I don't know if it's the same kind of hero vibe, though.
Oh.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
Yeah, this is a weird situation. My wife is very similar to Haley when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
My wife used to be a cop.
Right.
She was
makes
so she
sense.
has that ability, but she finds herself in these kind of situations just like Haley.
Yeah, it's
Whereas
weird.
me, I don't ever really find
Never.
myself in these kind of situations.
Never.
But my wife, really a lot before me found herself in these kind of situations.
Yeah.
Same thing. She was at I think it was a New Year's Eve party or something like that, and somebody dropped dead right there on the
Oh,
ground.
my God.
And she revived him because she
Wow.
had that training. She had kind of CPR.
I would have
training.
been the
Yeah.
guy that just stands there and stares.
Yeah, like most people.
Like when it comes to fight or flight, like we saw Mission Impossible. And you want to think when you're watching movies like that, you're never going to be the guy in the crowd running and screaming.
Oh,
but that's
fuck that.
95%. That's us.
Oh, hell yeah.
I said if I was in those movies with my wife, I would die in the opening scene.
Yeah.
And then my wife would be the one learning how to fight with Tom.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I would be
You're
dead.
gone.
Okay.
Like
You're
that's
gone.
what would happen.
I feel like I'm the guy ducking, but I'm calling 911.
You're calling. Oh wow, so you're at least calling
yeah,
911. You're
yeah.
not completely frozen like
no,
me.
no. I think I'll do something.
Okay.
But I'm not necessarily. I'd be too nervous. I have CPR training.
Oh, good.
But I feel like I'm too nervous that I'm gonna fuck it up.
Oh.
That's my big fear.
Yeah.
Is that I think I know what I'm doing, but I'm like,
It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. And then I'm like, doing it right. Is it staying alive? Staying alive? I don't know. But my wife finds herself in these weird, crazy situations
Yep.
all the time. And
Oh, this
I'm always
is
like, huh? What are
this
you
is
doing?
a nightmare for me.
So yesterday,
Oh no.
Deborah took off to go pick up my kids at school. And so she leaves a little bit early because she was going to go to the store first and then go pick up my daughter. And like 15 minutes had gone by and my phone rings and it's her. And I was like, that's weird. So I pick up the phone and she's out of breath.
Oh no.
Out of breath.
Oh my God, you're not going to believe what just happened.
Oh.
Why is she out of breath?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm like, what do you
What-
do?
yeah,
Like, you
what
just
just
went to the
happened?
store. Like,
Yeah.
like, what? And she goes,
my God.
I haven't even made it a mile away from our house yet. And I go, what do you mean? And I go, you're not going to believe what happened.
Oh.
And I go, what? And so she goes, okay, so I drove.
She loves a good story. She
Yes.
loves telling you
Oh,
like
yeah.
from beginning detail to end
She
detail.
literally told me,
Yeah.
I drove down the street that we live on.
I turned the
I'm
engine
not
on.
joking. I'm not joking. I turned left and then I was driving down maybe 4 houses down when I saw something out of the corner of my eye. She said, I saw a man laying on the ground.
Wow.
And it obviously took her a second to process it.
Like what you're
She said
seeing.
she stopped in the middle of the street and then backed up to see what was going on.
Yeah.
And she said she saw an old guy just laying down in his driveway.
Oh my God.
And so it kind of freaked her out, obviously.
I would have kept driving.
So
like seriously?
you're not going to call 911?
Come on.
See, my initial
maybe he's
thought-
tanning.
He's tanning
An old man?
in his driveway.
Yeah.
Listen.
Fully clothed.
I've seen people
I'm
tan in their
assuming.
driveway.
That's
I'm
weird.
assuming.
I've seen Terrell
No.
Owens shirtless do push-ups in his
Okay,
driveway.
No, that's not what
I don't know. It's not the same
I don't think
thing.
that's what's going on. I don't think it's T.O.
What a callback, by the way.
Yeah, incredible.
20 years ago.
So my initial thought, I'm just calling 911 right away. I don't know what's going on. There's an old man laying down in the driveway. You may want to send somebody out here, blah, blah, blah. If you want to go a step further, God bless you.
Okay, so you're not even approaching to see. You're staying in your car and you're calling 911.
I don't know how much I want to get involved. I'm like kind of weirded out. I may roll down the window and go, "You okay, buddy?"
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't respond, maybe then I'm going to get out and see what's going on.
If I'm with my wife, she wants to stop and get out, and I go, "Come on,
Yeah.
Haley,
You're mad at her?
you gotta
there's
go."
a dude
Like,
down.
Yeah.
oh my god.
So
my
what does
God,
my
Thor.
wife do?
Yeah.
She's getting out.
Really?
She's getting out.
Getting out.
Oh, damn.
She parks the car,
Okay.
jumps out into action,
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Get a girl.
and goes to see what's going on.
Okay.
The guy is down for the count.
Is he
and
awake? Is he conscious?
He is, but obviously he's hurt.
Oh.
And like something's going on. And she said there's some blood because like the guy fell, so like on his arm he's
Oh,
bleeding
like
and stuff like
scratched
that. And so she starts going, "What's? Are you okay? What's going on?" Blah 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 blah. And he said, "Well, I'm anemic. I got lightheaded taking the garbage cans up my hill.
Oh, my
Because
God.
you know those houses back there, they have like really long driveways.
Driveways, yeah.
And so I guess he said he's in his 80s.
Oh.
Why the fuck this guy's still bringing his garbage cans up and down this hill is insane.
Yeah.
And like, just leave him down there, man.
Hey.
Like it's okay, bro.
Well, then you
We
get a
could
neighbor
get
like
money.
Sky.
I know.
Well, I'm
Who-
just saying.
He's calling
She'll
Well,
get
HOA
a
people.
HOH
Yeah,
people.
leave
The
a
guy's
little
100.
note.
Yeah,
Moving
like he's
garbage cans.
80. Let him leave him down there.
Well, he could hire
They're
somebody.
nice, are.
Okay.
Hire somebody.
Get a little golf cart. Throw
Oh
in the
my-
back.
oh my
You know?
How's
Is
he
that how
going
it
to
goes?
throw him in the back? He's 80.
He's 80.
Well, you get a
could
little
attach
ramp.
it, little bungee cord,
Ooh, there you go. You're
Okay.
trailing them around. Yeah.
or just leave him there.
Oh, okay.
So this fucking poor guy is bringing him up and down this giant driveway,
that's a
and he
lot.
gets lightheaded because he says he's anemic,
oh.
and then goes down.
Been
Yeah.
there. Eat a steak, bro.
So she asked, and the guy starts. The guy, and again, this is my wife's retelling, so
Who knows?
details are
Okay.
sketch.
Okay.
Nothing makes sense as usual, but whatever. So he starts saying, "You're my angel. You're my angel to
Aw,
Deborah."
yes,
Because you know
yes.
how many cars have just driven by
Thor.
Who would do that?
this piece
Thor.
of shit.
Total
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Who would do
This
that?
fucking
Yeah.
one guy with a beard and
Yeah.
fucking drove right by me, honked
Well,
at me.
I'm running late. I gotta go. Get out of the road.
Get out of the road.
Get out of the road.
His body is down.
And so,
God.
"You're my angel. You're my angel."
Aw,
He's out telling
that's
her.
sweet.
God,
Don't roll your eyes
nice
to
pat,
that.
nice pat on the back,
what
huh,
has he
Deborah?
done? What has she done? Nothing.
Well, she stopped.
Okay.
She's an angel.
Sky,
Okay.
Sky would have stopped and did a selfie
Yeah.
and said, and put it on Instagram.
saving
I
this man."
saved a man today,
I would not.
and now I'm on my way to the blood bank.
100%.
I would not.
100%.
Stupid.
So she starts saying, "Well, have you been here a long time?" And he says, "Yes." He's been there for a while.
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Wow, that sucks."
yeah.
And so she says to him, she asks him, "Do you need me to call 911?" I'm like, and I immediately go, "You don't ask somebody that question. You just do it." Like, he's probably confused. I mean, he's been
Yeah.
down for that long.
Yeah.
I'm not even waiting. I'm just calling it. And then I'm like, I may wait for the ambulance. I may wait there with him. But I mean, I'm not going to ask this guy. So this old man in his 80s
Yeah.
says, "No, I don't want you to call 911.
Oh.
They never do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what are you, too tough? Like, you didn't you can't even get yourself up.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I have no problem telling people to call the ambulance for me.
Really?
I got no problem going to the hospital or urgent care.
You like taking that ride? Huh?
Yeah, if I got something wrong with me, I'm going.
It's expensive, man.
Yeah, well, I get it. I get it, but better safe than sorry.
I guess.
You know?
I mean, I don't know how often you're laying down in a driveway, but, whatever.
Seems extreme.
So this guy says, no, don't call 911.
Really?
Can you just go get my wife?
oh, like is she in the house? or
In the
something?
house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, I get weird vibes about this kind of stuff.
What?
Like, do we got a scam going on here?
Yeah.
Like, it makes me
I
nervous. It makes
agree.
me uncomfortable.
Oh,
Well, I
I
question-
didn't even
I've seen
go
too many
there.
true crime stories.
I
Yeah.
immediately question, how does this guy's wife not know
Come check
that
on
he's
him.
just laying in the driveway?
Yeah.
Like, if you're that old and feeble, don't you, after a while, I haven't seen him, where is he, what's going on? That would be. Sky doesn't hear from her husband for 5 minutes, starts tracking him.
Yeah. My mom used to, if my dad was in the bathroom for too long,
What?
Wait a minute.
she
What
would,
was he doing in
I
there?
think we know.
well, he would read the newspaper, but he had some Passiouty episodes
Passiouty?
prior.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So my mom.
Did you
like,
just marry your husband, your dad?
Yes.
Without a doubt.
I
Oh,
mean,
a
you
zillion
clearly just
percent.
married your dad.
Yeah, basically.
But when the boo disappears, don't ask.
Don't ask.
No, don't
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah. So my mom literally would check under the door just to make sure his
see his
feet were still by the toilet, and then they were, and then she'd be
Why
like,
not
okay.
just knock? You okay in there?
Well, because she did that like at first, but then she's just like, okay, he's a long toilet sitter, so
I remember that time I threw out my back taking a shit.
yes,
remember that?
How
yes.
could I forget?
I was on the toilet. I reached back to get the toilet paper.
Yeah.
My back went out, and I went down.
Yeah, you did.
And I was laying there, pantsless,
Shit stain.
shit staying on my ass,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get up. So
911?
I did have a cell phone on me, so I called my then girlfriend, now wife,
Oh,
and told her what was going on.
clean up aisle 4.
Yep.
Ew.
And she had to come and save me. And then she was mad at me because I threw out my bag. We were supposed to go on a road trip. And I'm like, it's not my fault. I threw out my back. Why are you mad
I
at me?
mean,
But
I'd rather just lie there for the rest of my life than have
Covered
my
in
wife
poop?
see that scene.
then girlfriend.
Yeah.
Did this guy doesn't have a cell phone?
Apparently not.
No.
You would
Apparently
think
not.
he would have a cell phone.
Yeah, or like
Or-
a life
or
alert.
He's an old dude.
Life Alert,
Yeah,
Apple
you-
Watch,
Something.
I don't know that this
Oh,
80-year-old dude's rocking an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
something
I don't know.
sketchy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I don't stop.
My alerts are going off.
Like
I don't want to
scam.
do this.
I didn't even think about that, bro.
It's scary, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
So my wife, a former cop,
What does she do?
goes right to the door. Goes gonna go find the wife.
Oh, she just walks in the house.
No alert.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, okay, I guess
Is she
we're, you know.
conceal and carry?
No.
Oh,
No.
she should be.
I wish. Yeah.
She should be.
So she goes,
Okay.
knocks on the door, and the wife does finally come out.
Younger.
No.
Yeah.
Old woman doesn't speak English.
Oh,
And
wow.
I didn't get what like
hablo
if it,
inglés.
like what are we what kind of language are we talking
Yeah.
here? I have no idea.
Okay.
I would assume Spanish, right?
No, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Dutch?
My neck of the woods, I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be it could be something German. I don't know.
German? Oh.
Mandarin. We don't
Yeah.
know what's
It
going
really
we
could
don't
be
know.
anything.
Yeah.
So I didn't ask ethnicity.
Okay.
So I have no idea. And so she said the wife didn't speak really good English, and she's trying to explain to her your husband's down for the
Do
countdown.
you do the
here.
thing where if you don't speak English, you feel like if you talk slower, that will get
Or
it done?
louder.
And louder.
And louder?
Yeah.
And lots of
He
hand gestures.
fell.
Husband down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, this is my wife's details, so
Okay.
I'm not really sure what's going on. And so she says to the wife, "Do you want me to call 911?"
Mm-hmm.
The wife says, "No." Now I'm like, what? We have an ICE situation here? Or what are they freaked out about?
Yeah.
Can we just take care of this old guy?
Yeah, I didn't even think about
I don't
that.
understand.
Maybe.
And so she goes, gets the wife. I guess together they help the guy up, get him back into the house. She saved the old man.
Wow.
She's an angel.
Now, again, calls me now out of breath. What
Why
are you
is she
out of breath from?
Did
From
she
the-
run
the
out
stress.
of the house?
The walk? I go,
mean-
God, Deborah, are you out of shape? Like you can't walk?
I mean,
yeah.
So you're back to your car? I
Deborah, a
don't-
stay-at-home mom. This story, though, will be top of the line in all the mom chats for the next
yeah.
month.
She cannot wait for the next lunch with
Oh,
Sky
God.
to tell her every fucking
Every
detail
detail.
about how she saved this human
Oh.
being.
yeah, she's an angel.
This is the best thing
She
ever
is
could
an
happen to
angel.
Deborah.
His angel.
Yes, she is.
And I go, well, you really didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, if the guy hit his head, you probably didn't need to pick him up. Like that's kind of the worst
Yeah,
thing
you
you
gotta
could
keep
do.
his neck.
Yeah.
Keep his
Leave
neck,
him there.
yeah.
Call 911, Deborah. What the fuck is going on?
Oh, no.
So I kind of was like, I don't think you're really that big
Hurt
of a
him more than
hero.
helped him.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't care.
Oh
That's true. Sorry.